Good morning, students. Hope all of you are fine. Now your exams are over, and now we will proceed with our further chapters. And today we are going to discuss chapter 5 of your book, and name of this chapter is Democratic Rights. As you know, in our constitution also fundamental rights are given to the citizens. So this chapter is all about that. In this chapter, the very first topic is the life without rights. We cannot imagine our life if we don't have any rights. So, just for this, one example is also given. That example is of prison in Guantanamo Bay. So, this is the incidents where 600 people they were secretly picked up by the US forces from all over the world and put in a prison in the Guantanamo Bay, an area near Cuba, and that area was controlled by American Navy. And in this prison, very poor treatment was given to these prisoners, and even these people they were not told that why they were picked up by the US forces. Now, just to protect all these people, Amnesty International, an international human rights organization, collected information on the condition of the prisoners and reported that the prisoners were being tortured in the ways those are actually violated the US laws. And even as you know, whosoever are the prisoners of war, so a proper treatment should be given to those prisoners, but all these laws were violated for these people, and many prisoners had tried protesting against these conditions by going on a hunger strike. Prisoners were not released even after they were officially declared not guilty. So, just because of these, an independent inquiry by the UN Secretary General said that prison in Guantanamo Bay should be closed down, and the US government refused to accept these pleas. And another example is given of the citizen rights in Saudi Arabia. As we know, in Saudi Arabia also, this country is ruled by a hereditary king, and the people have no role in electing or changing their rulers. So the king selects the legislature as well as the executive. He appoints the judges and can change any of their decisions. Citizens cannot form political parties or any political organizations. Media cannot report anything that the monarch doesn't like. And even in Saudi Arabia, there is no freedom of religion. As you know, only the Islam can be followed in Saudi Arabia. And every citizen is required to be Muslim. And non Muslim residents can follow their religion in private, but not in public. Women are subjected to many public restrictions. The testimony of one man is considered equal to that of two women. So here you will see one thing, that all the power lies with the monarch, and men they are more powerful, as it is mentioned here that one man was considered equal to the two women. And as we know that till 2014, even the women in Saudi Arabia they didn't had the voting right also. In previous chapter we discussed about that. And in the same way, another example is given, the massacre in Kosovo. So if we just take example of all these countries, like we have just read about the US forces example of the prison, then citizens' right in Saudi Arabia. Now the further example is of Kosovo. So here proper rights were not given to the citizens of these countries. But in a democratic country, rights must be given to the citizen. Now the question arises, what do we mean by rights? The rights are claims of a person over other fellow beings, over the society, and over the government. And even all of us want to live happily, without fear and without being subjected to degraded treatment. For this, even we expect others to behave in such a way that doesn't harm us or hurt us. So all these are the rights. As you know, if we talk about Indian Constitution, their fundamental rights as well as the fundamental duties are also mentioned. So can you imagine that situation, that you are to follow only the responsibilities, you are to perform only the duties without any rights? So, a right is possible when you make a claim that is equally possible for others. And you cannot have a right to play a game in such a way that it breaks the neighbor's window. And even these claims that we are talking about, these should be reasonable, and they should be such that can be made available to others in an equal measure. Means all people, they should have the equal rights. So here is one more thing, that it is not like that we claim something and doesn't become a right. It has to be recognized by the society we live in. Rights acquire meaning only in society. So even when the socially recognized claims are written into law, they acquire real force. Like that is well known about our constitution, that the fundamental rights, these are socially recognized also, and these are written into law also, and these are enforceable by law also. And otherwise they remain merely as natural or moral rights. Like the prisoners in Guantanamo Bay had a moral claim not to be tortured or humiliated, but they could not go to anyone to enforce this claim. And when law recognizes some claims, they became enforceable. Like I just want to share one example. We have read in the jurisdiction of High Court and Supreme Court also, that the cases, those are related to the violation of fundamental rights, those are directly heard in High Court and Supreme Court. So by this, now till now we just come to know that why rights are necessary and what do we mean by rights. Like rights are reasonable claims of person recognized by society as well as sanctioned by law. So this was the topic about today, that how in various countries rights were not given to their citizens. And we also discussed that why rights are necessary, that it must be given to the people of the any country. So tomorrow we will read about the Indian Constitution, that what all fundamental rights are allotted to us. So hope all of you have understood till here. Thank you and have a nice day.